Bravo.
Tall guys like short girls?
I don't know. Maybe she's not short enough. I don't have a clue. All right. So going on. Everybody have a great day so far. This is like, it's already Tuesday. Can you believe that? It's Tuesday. This is one day of the week when no taxes are taken out of your paycheck. Just so you know. The money that at the end of the week when you get your paycheck or the end of 2 weeks or whenever you get it, the only pay you get is for the work you did on Tuesday. I worked that out with the government. All right? So that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Second Life. We could have people doing that, Sex and Second Life. Remember all that stuff? Anybody? Remember that? Those pose balls? Do you remember those pose balls? Oh, my God. It was like going to a bad carnival ride. Right? Unbelievable. Okay. And then the guys, I don't know where they went out. They got their parts. Wow. It was like shish kebab, Bill. Can I get 3 or 4 of my girlfriends so we can at least get to the end of this thing?
Bravo.
Yeah. Why did the chicken cross the sim? Rolling restarts. No, somebody brought up the rolling restarts earlier.
It's the catch-all reason for everything that goes wrong.
Yeah.
Unscheduled maintenance.
Yeah, you can tell a Second Life guy in First Life, right? Yeah. He stands there and his eyes just move like he's camming. And I met a gal in Second Life once that her Abby, she was asked if she had sex in Second Life. She says, no, I don't, but my Abby does. Anybody really look at your Second Life skin? Anybody look up close at it? It's really kind of interesting. Because the early days, you knew that the guys were making those skins because they never got the vagina in the right place. It was unbelievable. I mean, a lot of you doing it now, you don't believe where they used to put it. It was like, all right, let me see if I can get you an anatomically correct version of the female body, Yeah. Yeah. Kind of interesting stuff. Well, anyhow, we are having fun. Let's see. We got 2 comedians tonight. Okay, the 2 comedians we're going to have are going to be Catboy and Bubble Pop. And I think we'll probably bring Bubble Pop up first. Bubble Pop, how ready are you? No, take your time. You almost ready? What?
I guess I'm ready.
You got something ready? Great. I want you to know if you're a Virgo, okay? Just so you know your horoscope, this is a wonderful month. You'll meet someone who will LOL with you. Yep. If you're a Libra, this is your luckiest month. Your Second Life Abby shape will morph into your First Life. All right, Bubble Pop.
Hey. I don't think I could handle my.
I like that one.
Are you a Libra too, Morley?
Oh, look at you, Bubble Pop. Don't you got shoes on, too, today? That's unique.
Yeah. Luckily, sometimes I can dress myself.
Mm.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
I got some great news about a recent global survey. It shows that people believe in Santa Claus more than the U.S. government. Found that interesting. I was watching Star Trek the other day. Oh, the old Star Trek and the new Star Trek. There's so many great Star Treks, and I couldn't help but wonder, is there anyone besides me who assumed that we would have teleportation and a microphone that told you your entire medical history before we had a video camera on our phone? Oh, I got to meet Cher again. This time she didn't confuse me with Chaz. Yeah, she thought I lost weight or something, and then things got really uncomfortable when I copped a feel. But no, she actually knew who I was this time, but I tell you, it's very weird talking to a woman who has a deeper voice than mine. Hello, Bubble Pop. Yeah. According to ancient Maya calendar, the world's going to end December 12th, 2012. I think that's ridiculous. The calendar on my wall says the world ends December 31st. I don't get it.
Okay.
I'm really going to freak, though, if the night before I see the bat signal floating across the sky. I'm going to be really worried then. I wanted one plain yellow lab in Second Life because in real life I couldn't have a dog, and then I get it home and I go, oh, I can breed these? Now I have close to 1,000. Yeah. There's some great news in Las Vegas. Did you all hear about this? The Las Vegas jailhouse. It's even been on TV. It's pretty cool. There was some controversy about, when like there's a discrepancy about the pay and benefits between the business and employees. Well, what happened over the weekend was all the guards called in sick. So what they do, did they hire scabs or something? Did they try to save money by lowering the wattage of the lights or no? You know what they did? They released all the inmates. Yeah, Tim Bedwell of the Las Vegas police said he was unsure how many officers called in sick, but the agency had to cover at least 50 shifts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He said we couldn't afford that from a monetary standpoint. We had no choice but to close the entire wing. Meanwhile, O.J. Simpson made a statement, I beat the system again! Goodness. And favorite quotes of the week? Actually, I only got one. But it's a classic. Next week I'll try and get some new ones, but I pulled out an old classic one. Many of you might have heard it before, but Dwight from The Office, he was playing Second Life, and he says, my first life is so awesome, I had to get a second life.
Oh.
Boo.
Oh, I thought that was great. Oh,
Did he say-
I'll get off the stage now. Thanks a lot, Laura.
Oh, you can stay on the
Oh,
stage.
good
That's
stuff.
all
We
right.
love you.
Yeah.
Come on. We love
You're
you,
great.
Papa.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. And I see up in the rafters these three beautiful women up there. I don't know if you can see. Emmy and Messelites. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Hemming up their skirts as they got here.
And Sandy, how are you guys? It's good to see you. Hey, Daisy. Yeah, hope you guys are having fun. And if you enjoy this show, please, don't tell anybody about it because we're trying to keep the riffraff out. No, please, there's lots of ways to join this show. There's lots of groups to join. I'm not going to tell anybody how to do it. You have to figure it out on your own. Do you remember the rumors of Second Life? Do you remember that? Microsoft was going to buy Second Life. Google, Yahoo, Nokia and BlackBerry were teaming up. Now it's simple. They're just going to fuck out of business. That's all. You don't have to worry about that. Nobody's going to buy them. Are you kidding? Yeah, I saw the new Cadillac vibrates, right? If you're backing into something. Now, suppose you're backing up, you get the vibration, and you sort of think it's nice, and you just want to keep it going. Do you just crash into the car behind you? Yeah. Zynga's coming out with a new game. It's called Play With Yourself. Okay, let's see if you're, okay, if you happen to be, yeah, if you're a Scorpio, just so you know, this is your horoscope today. What a month for you. All your prims will be turned into mesh, and nobody will be able to see you. Yeah, and if you're a Sagittarian, finally your dance will AO sync with your partners, and you won't feel like Jim Croce in Second Life. For those of you who don't know who Jim Croce was, that's because you're younger. I like the horoscopes in Second Life, right? Yeah. Rosie O'Donnell apparently came into Second Life. I don't know if many of you know about her, but she came into Second Life. She left because she couldn't slide the bar further left. Yep. Pope approves of Second Life sex. Says it is the rhythm method.
Oh.
Yeah, do you, Lenny? That's great. Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't get the magic acts in Second Life, right, Tuna? You here still? Is Tuna still here? Come on, if you're here, you better say so. You still here? Oh, Tuna, you're still here, right? Come on, say hello. Yeah, hey, Tuna. Tuna does magic acts. Yeah. Yeah. He used to do a lot of, you still do a lot of magic acts? He's an illusionist, right? Let me tell you something, Ghost Speed. Everybody in Second Life is an illusionist. Yeah, he is a king. He did really great. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I noticed that this new Instagram, you can connect with various services, but it lets you connect with, like, Google Buzz. Isn't Google Buzz gone? What the hell are you connecting with that for? Yeah. By the way, how many of you know that newbies taste like chicken? Oh, that's so bad. I'll magically make the sim restart. That's great. Yeah. If you're a Capricorn out there, anybody that's Capricorn out there, and don't forget, Tamara Hayden is coming in to sing, and she's absolutely incredible. That's the great reason to stick around all the way for the hour, not for these jokes, but anyhow. If you're a Capricorn, it can't get better. You're going to find the cutest skin ever, and it so happens to detach all, you will stand proudly naked. Yeah. You know what's amazing is that, none of us ever hit that detach all by accident. I remember deleting stuff. Don't you remember deleting things? Like Friends? Oh, I thought I was your friend. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have hit the delete it button by accident. Right. Yeah. Remember when people used to defriend you while you were in World? And you get a message, you've just been unfriended? I'd like to send a message back all the time. Go, I was trying to do that for the whole week, but my fucking button was stuck. So thank you. Hey, Spirit, how you doing? Yeah. Anybody in here an Aquarius? Yeah. Just want you to know your hair will res, your dress won't be gray, and the next Mr. Right will show up. What could be better? Yeah. I had a friend of mine. She really wanted to meet somebody so badly in Second Life. She made a male Abby. They hang out together. They partnered.
Bravo.
Yeah. We got a lot going on here tonight. Yeah, if you're Pisces out there, your inventory will magically sort into perfect outfits. Unfortunately, you will change viewers and be wearing all of them at the same time. Do you remember that? They came out with a viewer 2.0. So you changed clothes and you came in with another viewer and you were wearing all the stuff. You went back to the other one. It's unbelievable, right? Oh, is that right, Faye? Hey, hi, how are you, Faye? How are you? I didn't see you there. Wow, I got to look around the room. Yeah. You ever go into your inventory, put something on, and you go, why did I buy that? Yeah. I went down to the Goodwill and right here in First Life, and I told them I'm giving them all my old clothes. They said, that's great. I said, I'd like a tax ID for it, and here it is. Here's my inventory in Second Life. Go get it. Yeah. So everybody's having a good time. I hope. Hope you are. Hope you're laughing up there on the top row there. Yep.
Oh, we are.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened to the people that joined Second Life years ago and left? Have they gotten better? Are they well? I turned in my Second Life tier account to my medical plan. Sure. Well, why not? Right.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh, is that right? right. You like that one, Haley? I like Haley's line. Haley's got some funny lines. One of her best little lines was that, in first life, she really needed to be married to two guys so they could watch the sports games together. I still love that. And I love Marley's. Marley had one from way back. I don't know if some of you knew, you haven't heard this one before. But Marley once said, that she had gone out on Match.com or one of them, or Plenty of Fish, or, Shooting in the Bucket or whatever it is, right? And yeah, I'm telling that it's you, Marley. Too bad. I'm telling a story. Okay, you don't want to tell, but that's it. So I tell on everybody. I don't care. So what are you going to do? Come over here and slap me?
That's right.
You can defriend me? I'll just refriend you. Yeah. So apparently, anyhow, I ran into her after going out with this guy, and she said, "Yeah, I met this guy. He's absolutely everything I asked for. Everything I asked for." So about a month or so later, I said, "What happened to so and so?" She said, "Oh, I'm not with him." I said, "Why?" She said, "I didn't ask for enough." Come on, that's good, Marley. Yeah. Yeah. I ran into one person who said they're so broke, that's why they're in Second Life, they can't afford their meds. Yeah. Oh, God, no. Those are people from First Life. I thought I deleted all of them, but they keep coming back. Don't you love when you get a phone call on your phone from unknown? I mean, unknown, they call you. And I actually had somebody I was talking to today, and she's in her 70s, and her husband died a couple years ago, and she's been getting phone calls from various people in the financial community, and they call up, and her husband's name was Bob. They go, "Oh, well, can I talk to Bob?" And she said, "Why?" "Well, we were talking last week about this stock idea I had." And she says to him, "He's been dead for 2 years. If you're still talking to him, tell him I said hello."
Bravo.
I told her next time they call, just say something like, "Yeah, he left with all the money. If you've been talking to him, ask him to send some home." Yeah. Can you imagine coming into Second Life and you didn't know you met your first life boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever it was, and you really didn't like them? Why would you do that? And then you found out. Yeah, right, exactly. Postcards. How do you sell postcards anymore? Can you send postcards still? I don't know. Yeah, we're going to have Catboy up here in just a minute, just real soon now. Yeah, just remember, never take life very seriously, because no one gets out alive.
Oh.
Okay? That's important. What?
It's like a Garfield wisdom.
Is that what that is?
I don't know,
Yeah.
it sounds like something that would be on a Garfield cartoon.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, that would be right. Remember that? You used to get those pads of paper and you tear off the little funny things for the day. Now you wish you saved them so you could write other stuff on the back of them, shopping lists and stuff like that. You ever go to the supermarket in First Life and everybody's on a cell phone? They're asking each other, "Well, which milk?" I remember seeing this one time. This is when I knew cell phones were going to become ubiquitous. Because there was a guy standing in the aisle by the mayonnaise, talking to his wife, asking, "All right, which mayonnaise?" Okay, the Hellmann's. All right, the Hellmann's. Do you want that in the? But it's got a small one. 6 ounces. No, that one's 16 ounces. The squeeze bottle. Let me see. No, I see that in the craft. No. Oh. And this went on for a while, and I'm standing there absolutely mystified going, "Holy shit, that conversation cost more than the damn mayonnaise cost." And I like this. If you're married a long, long time, I know this couple, and and he's 90 and she's about 87, and we're at a party or something like that, and he's getting a little, walking's a little difficult or whatever. So there were hot dogs. So he said, and this was a Jewish party, and there was always hot dogs at Jewish parties. I never figured that out. It's like you can always get a lobster and a hot dog at a Jewish party. It's amazing. It must be that they don't let any Gentiles in, so they don't know that they really have lobsters and hot dogs, right? Yeah, right. So anyhow, so he asked her if she get a hot dog. So she brought back a hot dog with some mustard on it. And he looked up at her and he said, honey, do I like relish? She took the hot dog back and got him relish.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody ever go shopping on Second Life Marketplace and just check not mature? You just go for general. It's absolutely amazing what you'll find there. Nothing that you want. All right, Catboy, you ready to get up here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let me hit the stand-up button and see how
Yeah,
long
come
it
on up
takes
here.
to-
Right.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
laggy. Lag.
There you are. All right. There we go. Let's give Catboy a big hand. Catboy's going to just awe us with comedy. There you are, Catboy. You ready? Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna try a little audience participation. This will be the last people see the Right, now I'm gonna count down. And what we're gonna do, everyone is going to try to sound like a zombie. Now, everyone, make sure your voice is turned on. I want to see what this sounds like. This is gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna count down. What you're gonna do is, all right. I'm glad somebody asked. That's good. Okay, what you're gonna do is. Just make it sound like fire There we go.
Your brain.
So does that mean that Yiddish speaking one runs around saying suckle, 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 suckle?
Okay. All right. Now, I'm not gonna.
That was good.
Countdown. I
That
think
was
that'll
good. We
cover
like
it.
that. Can we do it again?
All right.
Oh, did we
I gotta
already
think of
start?
one for next week.
All right.
Okay. I want to get to the news. Something terrible, very controversial in the news. It's okay, Lauren. I'm not going to talk about zombies. North Carolina. A guy named Charles Worley says he wants to put all gay people behind an electric fence so eventually they'll all die out and we won't have any more gay people. Now, normally I wouldn't touch a story like this with a 10-foot pole, but this is one electric fence that I need to pee on. Like two questions have to be addressed. Two questions, all right? One, where do you think gay people actually come from? Obviously, you don't expect them to reproduce asexually because you expect them to die out if they're all behind an electric fence. But so, gay people are obviously born of straight people. Wait a minute, straight people are on the outside of the fence. Now, you know, see where I'm going with this? Now, I saw Anderson Cooper actually try to explain this to one of the ladies that was, you know, like supporting the pastor, and the whole explanation was just soaring over her head by a mile. She did not get it. It was like me when I was in my grade 12 math class and my teacher was trying to teach, you know, parabolic geometry to him. It's like, I don't know, I can't put on calculator, it ain't gonna work.
Oh,
No.
just remember, they're in North Carolina. We've already fenced them in. No. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh man, well the lady just interrupted Anderson and she said, yeah, all you people just harping on about your side of things. Yes, nothing like facts and logic to rip into a bigoted fantasy. And then she insisted that this wasn't about hatred. This is about obeying God. That leads me into question number 2. Why did the fence need to be electrified? Seriously, why did you do that? I mean, is there something in the Bible where, like, I don't know, the walls of Jericho were rigged with 20,000 volts or something? I mean, this isn't just any old fence with a moat full of alligators in front of it. And don't laugh at that alligator thing, because any piece of water that's more than 3 feet deep in North Carolina is basically an alligator moat. But, I mean, the pastor says the fence is supposed to be electrified. I think what he's expecting, I believe this. He's expecting that the gays are going to hurl themselves against it like it's a giant bug zapper or something. Like, oh, Ted Haggard, I can't live without you! Anyway, Pastor Charles claims that he's being quoted out of context, even though he did explain very clearly in his video that he's not being quoted out of context. I guess this is just sort of revision. He says that he doesn't want to build an electric fence to build something like concentration camps. Oh, no. No, the shit's going to hit the fan a little bigger than that. What he wants to do is he wants to divide America in half. Jesus, if you thought you had a problem with East and West Coast rappers before, which side is going to be the gay half? Seriously. I mean, is this going to be, remember back in the 1980s when it got mainstream, men started wearing earrings, and there was this great big thing, which ear is the gay ear, right? And if you were starting out for the first time, you had no idea. No matter who you asked, you never got a straight answer. Get it? Straight answer. Okay, never mind. But, and one of the reasons why you never got a straight answer was because it kept changing where you were. It's like, oh, if you're East Coast, if you're West Coast, it's like, if you're on a subway going from downtown Manhattan, oh, Christ, I crossed over to Brooklyn, I gotta switch ears with this earring, oh, I'm gonna get the crap kicked out of me. And, but that sort of died out. You know what killed it? I'll tell you what killed that. And that was the 90s came along, and what happened in the 90s? Pierce whatever the hell you want. Pierce your navel, pierce your brow, pierce your lip, pierce your tongue, pierce your, people don't go into, the piercings anymore, and they say, excuse me, which nipple's the gay nipple? A little gay nipple? No, you don't have that. Oh, okay. Right. You don't have to worry about that anymore. And of course, what really killed it, I think, in my opinion, back in the 90s, is the movie Twister came along and showed that you could pierce your skull with heavy farm equipment. But anyway, but getting back to this fence thing, I mean, no matter which side they choose of this fence that's going to divide, I mean, people are going to be pissed off all over. Like the North's going to say, "Oh, you're the gay side," and it's like the South's going to go, "Oh no, you're the gay side." Yeah, and then they're going to say, "Well, you got Michelle Bachmann's husband or something." It's like, obviously, you're the gay side. Hey, do you even know how? Like the North is going to be yelling at the South, going, "Do you even know how to have a GOP candidate that extols family virtues, rips on gays, and knows how to be straight all at the same time?" Do you? And I'll tell you, liberals are going to be on all sides, and like Bill Maher and Jon Stewart, they're going to say, "Thank you, Lord, for this common gift you have given us. We are grateful for this bounty and humbly ask that if Mitt Romney's hazing rituals at Stanford ever become public, that you will provide us with photos of him naked mud wrestling and drinking a beer bong that's hanging from another man's arse. Thank you and amen." And that's all I have for tonight.
Oh, bravo, bravo. Way to go. All right, everybody. And you know who we have in the house shortly? Tamara. And for those of you who have friends in First Life that want to watch this, Gio is filming this live stream. Currently, at this moment, in First Life, your parole officer, your priest, your mother, and your father are watching it all together. Yeah, exactly. Oh, let's see if we've got a couple more things. And then if anybody's got something they want to come up here and do, let me know. Just send me an IM. I'll ignore it. Don't worry about it. But you can certainly send it up if you want, okay? Yeah. If you're a Taurus, okay? If you're single, be prepared to be convinced that love at first sight really can happen in Second Life. Yeah, right. Don't you love that when somebody says to you, "Oh, wow, you look so good." Yeah, right. I'm a cartoon, okay? Right. You want to bring me home to your mother? Can I use voice? Yeah. Gemini. As a Gemini, you have a natural charm and wit, which means you probably spend thousands of lindens unpartnering with the idiots that your charm and wit drew to you in the first place. Don't you love that? Right. Oh, God. Yeah. They just come in and, "Oh, I want to partner you. I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Can we partner? We'll have a big ceremony. We'll spend nearly 28,000 lindens on our partnering ceremony." And then the week is over. You know? Cancer, you need to begin this month by putting your foot down with a friend who thinks that they're acting in your best interest. Romance may be difficult mid-month, and you will need to think seriously about how to move forward, especially if you find out that she is a he.
Bravo.
Yeah, right. Any of you guys ever get confused? Any girls ever come in here? Sort of like the guys and the girls, whatever it is. All right? Any happened to any of you? No, not really. Yeah. And finally, for Leos, emotions are running high in the first half of the month, but you are unusually perceptive right now and can resolve things with a few well-chosen words. No, I will not partner you. Okay? Those are good words. By the way, I just saw this in the news. I don't know if you saw this, but this came out of Iran, confirms that they were attacked by new data virus, okay? It's called did anybody see this? It's the flame virus.
Yep.
Apparently much more potent than the Stuxnet virus. It's been around for 5 years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Little do they know they don't even have a nuclear program.
Bravo.
Yeah. And they're about to find out that, you know what? They were partnered to somebody else. Yeah, don't mess with us. We'll change your entire life around. Yeah. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's great. It was really great. They showed it. It was absolutely amazing. You can only see it if you have an IBM 386. Otherwise, it's not visible. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. What would Brad Pitt say to Angelina if they were in Second Life? Hey, baby, could you make your lips bigger? No. I don't think so.
Hit that slider bar, knock it up to 100.
Yeah, I want you all to know that I'm in Second Life for the money. As soon as I find it, I'm leaving. Do you remember those money trees? Anybody remember money trees? Yeah. They were picked clean back in 2006. Yeah, you remember those, Sandy? They were unbelievable, right? You go over and, you know, oh, God. And I bet you a bunch of you used to, you know, what was it, camping for a linden every 20 minutes or something, right? Yeah, you got it. Yeah. You know, people make avatars so they could camp out. You know, they never thought, how much electricity am I burning on my freaking computer so that I can collect nearly $1? Yeah, when a linden seemed like a fortune. You remember that, right, Will? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
All I have to do is
Seemed
pick
like
the
a
street
fortune.
clean. I could be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 6 months later, you're going, geez, man, when are they going to refresh the stupid tree?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable. I remember that stuff. That was unbelievable. Oh, it was so much fun, Second Life back then. It's still fun now, right? We all have fun now, right? Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What is this?
You remember
fun
Dungeons
speak
and
of?
Dragons? Remember Second Life? Yeah.
Pretend we get laid here.
Yeah. I found a chess club in Second Life. I went over and they're actually using avatars as pieces. I heard an old man say Bishop to Schoolgirl 5.
What is that? I need to go and see that. I'd almost pay to see that one.
Is that right? Yeah.
Because, just to see Checkmate, because, it's got to be really interesting when it gets down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got to tell you, Second Life is looking a lot like the Detroit virtual reality.
Oh.
You know, I'm just joking. Come on. We're all here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just downtown Detroit a couple weeks ago.
Were you?
And, like, dude, I used to go all the time, and it was, like, scary. I never used to be scared, but I was scared.
Are you scared recently? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should be. Only the criminals remain. Everybody else left town. They all moved to Florida. Now that's... What?
I was trying to go to this cafe, and it was in a bad neighborhood. And, like, you can't get lost in a bad neighborhood. You can't drive up and down the street looking for it, because then,
Isn't all of Detroit a bad neighborhood at this point?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See, I got lost in Detroit. It's a bad neighborhood. I mean, I say the same thing about Florida, and I'm from South Florida.
Like,
Yeah, Chevrolet Corner's been renamed Gangbang Plaza. Yeah.
Every corner
I
in
read
Detroit
that
is now
blog,
renamed to MLK Drive.
Yeah.
Even people I know who grew up in Detroit, they're like, the criminals in Detroit are fucking idiots. And, like,
Roger Ebert, he wrote an Roger
So
Ebert
they
wrote in a
left it
blog.
still there, right?
Roger Ebert wrote in a blog that he witnessed a sword fight in downtown Detroit. Two criminals going at it, trying to cut each other's heads off. And
There
they
you
weren't
go.
like
The only
barbers or
one.
anything. Yeah. I'm the only. It's like, are you sure we're seeing another Highlander sequel being filmed? He said, no.
Yeah. I went to the Mensa grid the other day. It was empty.
That is the greatest contradiction in terms I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron, right?
My
Yeah.
head just imploded. Thank you.
Here's a profile I once read in Second Life. There's some great profiles. It said, came here to meet new friends and see the sights, but then I fell in love with Sienna. Married Sienna 10/28/06, and now I can really start living here. Boy, oh boy. You know, that's an old profile, right? So I IM'd him because she didn't show partner to Sienna and asked him how it was going, and he said, oh, I dumped her a year ago. He still had it in his profile that he was married to her, right? That was great. Hey, by the way, how many people have been married here in the second partner, whatever you want to call it, you know? All right.
I've got like 3 or 4 partnerships behind me, easy.
Do you have 3 or 4? So do they have to approve the departnering, or can you just departner them? Is that approval process to get departnered?
I think on the departnering part, you can just cut it off from the one.
Oh, is that it? You
Try
just
and do when
depart.
they're offline.
When you actually go to
When they're offline. I like that. Yeah.
you put like a little personalized note on it, so you're like, "It sucks to be you."
Do you get to keep the prim, or do you get to keep the scripts?
Don't you have to pay something to
Yeah, it's like 25 to 25 or something. And yeah, it's like,
partner, but it doesn't.
I think it
No,
costs
it
something to
depends on
partner, and it
the
costs something to actually departner too.
Yeah.
They get you
So you
coming and
pay
going
good
just like
money
anything else.
for your relationships, huh?
3 months.
And who's that sitting on your lap
like-
now? What number is that?
4, and I'm not partner to her, but I will be if she keeps it up. She's very persistent. This is one of those.
If she keeps
this
it
is
up,
the
that's
one.
too much information for us up here, okay? Just keep that
No, it's
down to
not.
yourself, all right? I don't need to know about your res problems. All right.
Res problems.
I'm joking.
Everything
Oh,
is
what the-
X-Site compatible. That's Rule 34, Second
Yeah.
Life, bud.
Why is this thing spinning around like this? Boy, there's lag that's unbelievable. Oh, now I can't stop spinning. What happened here? Something happened here. This is it. Leave it to Second Life to go busted like this. I'm going to have to do
Watch
something
out, it's
interesting.
another rolling
Like
restart.
maybe fly. Maybe that'll do it.
There we go.
Did that do it? All right. God, was that something? I mean,
Now
unbelievable.
climb up her skirt while she turns around.
Yeah, right. I knew you already did that anyhow, so don't worry. I know you did that. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, how many of you made your own shape? Did a lot of you make your own shape?
Right there.
Tamara, did you make your own shape? I mean, did you
Where
work
would
on
you buy
it? Yeah,
shape
Faye,
like
you
this?
made yours. Spirit, you made
Took me
yours.
3 years.
Star?
Took me 3 years to make mine.
Yeah, yeah. You know.
Got-
Yeah, it took you 3 years to make yours?
Yeah, I tweaked the hell out
So
of
your
it over
first
like
partnering,
years.
those girls weren't so happy, huh?
No, I'm just really picky, man. It took me
I've
like
had the
2 years
same
to find the
shape for
hair.
5 years.
It took
Isn't it
like
amazing?
forever to find the skin.
I got to tell you, I had my shape down, and I thought everything was fine, and then I got short here, and I found out that, oh, my God, I must have come out of Leonard Nimoy's family line.
Development
Fix
process.
that. Yeah, little things like that. Yeah. But do you remember that? Yeah, guys had to work on it, and then you had to change things. Us girls, we had to change a lot of things, like our hands to a certain size and our feet to another size, and you guys didn't even bother with that shit, you know? It was, like, unbelievable. Yeah.
I actually have to. Believe it or not, I'm like one of the real weird guys because like I've been in VR for so long that anything that's imbalanced or out of proportion drives me up the wall. So like I'm actually like inattentive about proportion.
Yeah. I go into my closet in First Life, and I put something on. If it doesn't fit, I just try to stretch
Yeah,
it.
my aimless retents itself quickly.
Yeah.
Can't shove a pin up your ass with a hammer.
I prefer
exactly.
barbed wire wrapped pineapples. Thank you.
How many people were models here in Second Life? Any of you modeling ever? Yeah?
It's hard to stay on the stage.
Yeah. I mean, were you ever a model? Yeah. I mean, wasn't that something?
Falling off.
Just like real life.
I would, exactly. I would love to have a First Life gig, modeling gig, all right, where we actually choreographed it like a Second Life modeling thing, with people were wandering and falling off the stage and just going. Wouldn't that be great?
Floating off into the sunset.
Now that would be fun to watch.
That
Yeah.
would be
That
awesome.
would be fun.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. We should take a bunch of things from Second Life and bring them into First Life. I've said these things before. Absolutely. I really think we have to bring a whole bunch in. Like next time at a business meeting, just go AFK and put your head down. See what happens. See if anybody understands what you're doing,
Just
Somebody
keep
comes back from the
ignoring
bathroom, go WB. Right? Because people are using LOL now. How many of you have heard people say to you LOL when you say something? In First Life, LOL. Yeah, right. OMG. Right. Isn't that unbelievable?
Lamfail.
I usually just say F you, and I hope they get it. No.
How about in real life announcing that you're going to the bathroom?
Yeah, right. And that's I got it.
BB.
How about just standing up and putting your arms out and say, I'm going into appearance? In a suit, in the store. Put something on, go into appearance, say, hey, does this, We could have some real fun with Second Life, First Life.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. We got another 23 minutes that we got to figure out shit to do. 13 minutes. 13 minutes left before Tamara comes on. Wow. And for those of you who are here, you do not want to miss Tamara.
Story.
And what?
I forgot my funny story. I never told it.
You got your funny story? All right, tell your funny story right from where you are. Go on, tell us your funny story.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to tell you is actually a true story. This is the very first job I ever had in my whole life. I worked at a golf course. I actually was a caddy, but that's not official employment. I actually, my first paying job, I had a paycheck. I was 15 years old. I worked at a golf course, and I was assistant for the pro. And he said that we had a problem with gophers, and the groundskeeper refused to do anything about it. And he said, if you see a gopher, grab the groundskeeper. I'd tell him that these things are real. Well, I tried to get a gopher to stay in one spot long enough for you to grab somebody and say, come look at this frigging gopher, this thing that's flying around, right? And, of course, the groundskeeper knew they had gophers. He was just messing with me, saying, you're crazy. You're a crazy person. I don't believe you, right? And, of course, I'm 15 years old. It's my first job. I'm taking this really seriously. Right? It's like, he thinks I'm a crazy person. No, I gotta tell him, there's a gopher. It's over there. Look. There's nothing now. You're crazy. Oh, yeah, the one thing don't want to do is if you have a thick Scottish accent, don't tell them to kill all the gophers. Kill all the gophers! If we kill all the golfers, sir, there won't be anyone left to play. No, the gophers, you ball! No, the gophers! Yeah, that's from the movie Caddyshack, by the way. Yeah. But, okay, now I gotta tell you what happened to me. I was at the range. I was bringing the empty baskets back to the pro shop. And I ran into this adorable little 6-month gopher right in front of me. He just froze. I thought, oh, God, I gotta show this to the groundskeeper. What do I do? And I had one of the empty baskets with me, and I turned it upside down, and boom, and I caught him. I got the gopher. I finally got this thing. There's no way he's not going to say that it doesn't exist now. So I grabbed this poor little adorable thing. It was just so cute. And it curled up to a ball. It was frozen. It was like a little hedgehog, the way it just curled up. It's, I was scared as hell. And I grabbed this thing, and I run like a madman to the groundskeeper's place, right? And I'm running, and he's in his office. He's right there. He's just sitting behind the desk, I don't know, smoking a pipe or whatever. And I dropped this adorable little frightened rodent right on his desk. Bam! And I couldn't say anything. I was completely frozen. I was just... I've lost sound. Are we okay? Okay.
Yeah, we hear
It
you.
was like yep. It was like a log jam of I don't know what, just all these things just built up in me. This righteous indignation was just at a point of me having a conniption fit, and I couldn't say anything. And then this one word, this one log, just fell out of the log jam, and it only had one word printed on it, and that word was gopher. Gopher, right there, gopher. Right, and of course this guy, he's like, I don't know, like mid-40s or something. He's just looking up at this teenager, like, oh, we're hiring people who are on crack now, are we? Okay, we have a crazy person. Right? But all I could do was just get out that one word. I would point to it. Gopher! Right? And he's sitting there, he's going, all right, I guess we got to do something. So he picks up the gopher, walks outside, he places this poor, frightened little creature on the ground, very tenderly, and he just lets go of it. And I'm thinking, he's a genius. This is like Yoda groundskeeper shit. He's gonna track down the gopher where it comes from, and we'll know where they come from. So he waits like just a few minutes. The gopher's completely out of sight, and he's going, problem solved. Gopher's gone. He goes back inside.
There you go. Gopher.
Gopher.
Right. Bravo.
Gone.
Go figure.
Gopher gone. And that's
Bravo. That's the story. That was a great story about the gopher. The gopher and the gopher. Yeah. Hey, Gio, how you doing? And let me tell you, we got Tamara now very soon. By the way, this is kind of fun. This is great. There are things you can buy here in Second Life. One of them that you can buy is a pregnancy and maternity package for 11,800 linden. You get 40 shapes. Can you imagine 40 shapes? What the hell is that? I mean, how many shapes I need to be pregnant in? And 2 babies. So I wrote the person who made it, can I get a brown one and a white one? So that was that. All right, that wasn't very funny, right? I can see. All right.
Who are you, Angelina Jolie?
Wouldn't it be great? You know, we have it in Second Life. We don't have any more of them, but they used to have tummy talkers. You know, that baby would talk to you and tell you all sorts of things like, oh, God, this parent doesn't have any fucking lindens. You know, stuff like that, right? Remember that? Yeah. Yeah. So you know that that's going to happen in First Life. There's going to be an app for your iPhone that will talk as if it's your baby talking when you're walking around pregnant, right? Mommy, mommy. They still have them, right? All right. We're doing a show without a show, so just so you know, those of you who came here thought you were going to get something very professional, press 1, F1. Those of you Yeah. So, how many of you remember the old search engine here in Second Life? Yeah. Could you imagine if that search engine that they had here in Second Life had anything to do, like, with your medical records? All right. Let's see. Pain inside. Cut off foot. You know? I mean, come on. By the way, some bumper stickers I'd love to see in First Life. Fight crime. Shoot back. That'd be a good one, right? Bye-bye, Tuna. Body by Nautilus. Brain by Mattel. Boldly going nowhere. Great bumper stickers. Cat, the other white meat. No. All right, Haley, don't get mad at me for that one, all right?
Oh, my cat heard that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Tiny Empires on Facebook yet? I'm going to tell you something. Now, there's a company, Facebook, right? The whole thing was a joke, right? Everything. Right. Like next week, we're going to try to log in. It'll be gone. Facebook. Now merged with Eastman Kodak. Yeah. How many of you, when you buy stuff in First Life, you go shopping for clothes, and somebody shows you something in gray? Do you always say no? I mean, right. I mean, you can't sell anybody in Second Life gray clothing in First Life. That can't be done. Yeah. Yeah, and I've taken my Second Life photos from here. I put them in my First Life album. I think it'd be really interesting, like in a couple of 100 years or whatever, and they pull it out. You know, they always have those pictures, like from the Civil War and stuff. Wait till they see this. And that was okie dokie. We had a genetic mistake here. Yeah. I told you guys last week, yeah. I had BDSM with my girlfriend, and she tied me up and she left. That's for those of you who weren't here last week. Oh, God. How about Ancestry.com for Second Life? It'd be something. Find out who you came out of, whatever. Tamara's ready to res her things. All right, Tamara, get up here and res your things. All right, let me get off the stage. Oh, my God, am I going to spin around again? And is that going to keep going like that? Look at that. That's ridiculous. That's the Second Life era. Wow, I got to fly in order to stop.
Error.
God. Oh, now I'm not. What did I end up standing on top of a pole or something? Jesus. I can't even get off this thing. All right, I'm going to come down there. Oops, now I'm not there. I'm falling down. There we
You
go.
landed on the
Hello
cat
there.
boy.
Yeah. Oh, look at Tamara. Doesn't she look beautiful? And don't forget to let us know when everything's running, all right, Jamie? You ready for that, J Wheels?
Yeah, I've got it.
You got everything? Okay, you got it all. You just let us know. Yep.
Yeah. Funky Freddy is here as well, folks.
Who is?
Funky Freddy is dual streaming with Tamara.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, Sybil. I see you back there.
I
Good to
know-
see you. Good to see you,
so they're
Xanthi. I'm
dual
sorry I
streaming.
didn't say hello. Yeah, it's dual streaming. Yeah, that's like the men's room. Be right back. Fred crashed. Okay, well, we're good. We can keep it going. We got no problem. Yeah. Yep. Wait till you see Viewer 3.0. That's going to come in with special preferences. Moderate lag, heavy lag. You can just check off the kind of lag you want. You won't have to worry about it.
It's not dual streaming. They're in the same room. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, by the way, Aisha's here, and if you don't know and you haven't become friends with her, you really should, because she's got a great sim, and she has a lot of talent, always plays there. And if you haven't joined this group over there, you can join it. There are a lot of ways to join it. If you're a newcomer, click on the blue one. If you're not a newcomer, click on my picture. And if you want to give money to J Wheels, click on venue. And if you just want to get some lindens for yourself, just beg. Don't you love it when people used to send you a message? Could you lend me some lindens, please? You didn't even know who they were. Yeah, do you remember that? Yeah.
That still happens.
Does it really?
Yeah, I went to a shopping place over by Barrows. Happened to me right out of the blue. I thought, geez,
Really?
still do this. Yes.
Is that right? Is it the same person as way back when? They're still begging the same avatar?
Yeah, he's got a 5-year-old avatar.
The stream is live, Tamara says.
All right, guys, we're out of here and we're on to there. Thank you so very much for coming. We love you.